How did you get revenge on your parents who forced you into child modeling? My mom signed me up with this agency called Bright Stars when I was 6 years old. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to play soccer with the other kids in my neighborhood, but my mom had this dream of having a famous daughter, so suddenly my entire childhood became photo shoots and auditions. Every weekend was spent driving to some studio in the city. My mom would wake me up at 5 a.m. to curl my hair and practice my smile in the mirror. She made me memorize these fake laughs and expressions that look natural on camera. If I messed up during a shoot, she'd give me this look that made my stomach hurt. The worst part was watching other kids play outside while I sat in waiting rooms wearing uncomfortable dresses. By the time I was 10, I'd been in maybe 30 commercials and a bunch of magazine ads. My mom loved telling people her daughter was a model. She'd show strangers my headshots at the grocery store. I hated every second of it. The photographers were always weird, telling me to look happier or turn this way or fix my posture. I couldn't just be a kid. I had to be perfect all the time. My dad went along with whatever my mom wanted. He'd just nod and drive us to auditions without saying much. But I could tell he felt guilty sometimes, especially when I'd cry before shoots. When I turned 12, I started getting pimples. Normal teenager stuff. But my mom completely freaked out. She took me to a dermatologist twice a week, made me use all these expensive creams, and would inspect my face every morning like she was looking for bombs. One night at dinner, she told me we had a huge catalog shoot coming up for a clothing brand. It was supposed to be my biggest job yet, paying like $5,000. She'd already spent the money in her head, talking about buying new furniture and taking a vacation. I smiled and said okay, but inside I was planning something. The shoot was 3 weeks away. I had plenty of time. That night, I went on Amazon using my dad's account and ordered a bunch of temporary tattoos, the kind that look super realistic and last for weeks. I picked the most ridiculous designs I could find. Giant dragons, skulls, tribal patterns, random Chinese characters. When they arrived, I hid them in my room and waited. 2 days before the shoot, I locked myself in the bathroom for an hour. I covered my arms, neck, and one side of my face with these temporary tattoos. Made sure they were really pressed in there so they wouldn't come off easily. When I walked out, my mom literally screamed. She grabbed my arm and started scrubbing with a washcloth, but the tattoos wouldn't budge. That's when she really lost it, yelling about how I'd ruined everything and asking what was wrong with me. I just stood there and said I wanted to express myself. My dad tried calming her down, but she was in full panic mode. She called the agency, called the clothing brand, even called the dermatologist, asking if there was some medical way to remove temporary tattoos faster. Everyone told her the same thing. We'd have to wait for them to fade naturally, which takes 2 to 3 weeks minimum. The shoot got canceled. The brand hired another model last minute. My mom cried for 2 days straight, not because she was sad, but because she was so angry. She kept asking why I would do this to her, like the whole modeling thing was about her dreams and not my life. The tattoos stayed on for almost a month. Every time my mom looked at me, I could see the rage in her eyes. But here's the best part. After that disaster, the agency dropped me, said I was too unreliable and they couldn't trust me for jobs. My mom tried convincing them it was a one-time mistake, but they'd already moved on to other kids. No agency, no more modeling. I finally got to join the soccer team at school, made actual friends who liked me for me and not because I was in commercials. My mom barely talked to me for 6 months. She'd make these passive-aggressive comments about wasted potential and ruined opportunities. But eventually she got over it because what else could she do? I'm 19 now and in college studying engineering. My mom still brings up my modeling days sometimes, showing people old photos and talking about what could have been. But I don't regret those tattoos for a second. Best decision I ever made.